Hello everyone, welcome to our broadcast today featuring this movie, The Killer. This Hong Kong heroic brush-shaped film is directed by internationally known director John Woo. The Killer is a movie that features friendship, love, and moral justice. And we are going to shed a light on a few main themes and they are projected in this movie. Firstly, we notice that John the Killer is quite different from the other typical killers we see in other movies, because John contains feminine qualities in his masculine figure. Scholar Julian Sandel did an investigation and marks that John's character stands out because he is not just a cold-blooded, brutal killer. Masculine doesn't always mean strong power and domination. John is always soft and shows his emotions. We can see John risking his life to save a girl he doesn't know. And although he has the ability to kill Inspector Lee, he does not want to kill anyone innocent. Hence, he only distracted him by shooting bullets around him. John is compassionate, protective, and that is what makes the audience like him so much. Leading to the commercial success of this movie, John embodies something that allows all the audience to connect with him. Now, let's take a look how Inspector Lee described John. Most of the adjectives he used are very positive.
試下話佢約出嚟，32歲，眼角眉有啲皺紋，有男子氣概。佢同一般職業殺手有啲唔同。佢頭腦好冷靜，夠機智。佢對眼好有神，好有同情心，好有感情。
Why the character of the killer would be so successful? John acted as a model of Wan and Wu in the movie at the same time. As a killer, he would save the innocent people. That is what separated him from typical cold-blooded killer, just like what the cop Lee said after the gunfight with him. He is a bit different from average assassins. He is calm, intelligent. His eyes are very alert, full of passion, full of compassion. The close-up to Child's eyes matches the description. He likes the zhuanzi in Chinese, who takes the collective happiness as the largest aspiration, but not the individual happiness that Western hero pursues. The core of becoming zhuanzi is ren, which means having sympathy towards the inferior. The act of the killer shows his discipline of not hurting the innocent. The killer also be the hero of Wu, Xia in Chinese. Xia is an Asian Chinese figure who does not believe in the rule of law and legitimacy of authority, following the rule of justice in the bottom-up approach. The underground society that Xia belonged to considered the use of violence based on decent purpose is righteous. John involved in a triad, which is the underground world in contemporary sense. In this movie, we can see John Woo try to use different colors to symbolize the opposite stance between the police and the gang. In this sense, as this is the first encounter of Inspector Lee and John, it is crucial to make it clear to the audience that they uphold a totally different point of view in terms of justice. Hence, John Woo uses a smart trick, which is the contrast in dress code, to represent the opposite social stance between them. However, if you go through the whole movie, it is not hard to notice that at the end of it, they were both dressed in white. That means their friendship between Inspector Lee and John is getting closer and closer. It also implies that their bonding has transformed from an enemy to a companion. In order to build connection to the local cinema, John Woo creates a completely different style when modeling a gangster compared to the ordinary Hollywood. I would like to use the example we have gone through in lecture. In The Killer, the local approach, we notice that Zhao Yunfat is a sympathetic person and equipped with Wan and Wu triad. Whereas Face Off, the Hollywood approach, still uses cold-blooded, warlike personality when handling a gangster. Hence, John Woo redefined the identity and general belief of a gangster or a bad guy. He established a new trend for the local audience. Not only John Woo designed a new approach in terms of creating a character, but also craved to echo the traditional value of the locals. John Woo is very smart and observant, that he can identify the needs of the local. He uses the Chinese traditional background to merge the audience and the character, so as to shape a completely different hero. This movie, The Killer, exactly uses this approach to establish the formation of a fallen hero.